Salute, folks. It's your boy, the insurance junkie, your fiduciary fella, the all-star advisor Alonzo Hall, your social media insurance broker. Now return today to wipe and tap on your head with another ADH wealth solution. Before I go in, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you hit that like, drop a comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you're made aware every time I release new content. And as always, share. Lastly, to contribute to channel growth or to schedule an appointment with a licensed financial professional, the links are in the description of this video. So, today, ladies and gentlemen, I feel some type of way. Obviously, I'm dressed a certain type of way. I'm dressed for actually a work event, not even work. But one of the things that I do when I do work is as a financial professional, even without a haircut or anything, in business, for all the men who are financial professionals who are client facing on my team, the minimum is a collared shirt. That's why they call you, blue collar, white collar, gray collar. Obviously, I work in the white collar field, but I wish there were a lot more black men in white collar fields. See, there's a lot of us in blue collar or gray collar fields. Even though real estate is sales, it technically it's white collar. I would consider it gray collar because you're in the trenches of real estate. But in banking, in finance, in accounting, in insurance, and investments, and investment advisory, that's where you get paid to give advice about investments. I don't know, there's just kind of a certain look that goes with it. And it's something that that dude Kevin Samuels used to tell all you brothers about in wearing a suit and tie. And ironically enough, I was at Fogo de Chao tonight, obviously, because Brazilian steak, a big steak, expensive steakhouses is where expensive deals get done. And while my firm was having a dinner there was another firm there. The other firm that was there, you've heard of. It's Merrill Lynch, aka B of A, Bank of America. Because Bank of America and Merrill Lynch, they own each other. So the advisors there, it was a bunch of newbies and shit. So I was laughing. I went up to them. I was poaching motherfuckers because I was like, oh, they're fully licensed. You know what? Let me put these guys as potential advisors under my firm. So, I went up to them, hey, what you make? $60,000, $80,000 a year? Listen, last year, in one commission check, I made what you made for the whole fucking year. When you're tired of the CEO Dan Snow in the video, come to Death Row. Take my phone number. Got one recruit out of it. White boy by the name of Noah. Hopefully, Noah will be my nigga. Like Noah nigga. Like the football player. And me and that dude will connect and make money together. But anyway, I want to get back to the image of the black man. So it seems like all too often we fight against wearing a suit and tie. Listen, the world is a certain way right now. So things like a suit and tie are necessary because that's the attire of business. If you guys want to be these, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman. Jay-Z, 50 Cent, Cameron, and Mace, all wearing suits and ties. It's the attire. Just like if you're going to be a rapper, you're probably going to flash some guns and have some gold chains and expensive cars, right? If you were, most rappers aren't running around looking like J. Cole. Right? So it's the look, right? So I realized, and this shit right here is fly. Like I said, I had to match what my wife was wearing. I told y'all that on the live earlier, that My wife was wearing pink and brown, so I have my pink, brown, and burgundy and gray blazer. Well, my brown, burgundy, and gray blazer, and my pink. This particular shirt is Ralph Lauren polo, right? And I don't know who. This Burberry jacket, right? So that's funny too, cause see, in the hood, especially in the hood, with Gloctavius and his son Trigger, right? We sitting there, we know the brands because it says Burberry across it. You don't know that this is Burberry. You don't know that this is Ralph Lauren outside of that. You don't know that the t-shirt I'm wearing is Calvin Klein. You don't know that the pants I'm wearing are, I don't even know who they are right now. I got on some, I think they're Kenneth Cole or something, right? And the thing is this, designer, everybody wears designer. No matter if it's well-known designer or not, because somebody's name is on whatever clothing you're wearing, unless it's 100% custom. And I have custom clothes too. I got a $2,000 custom blazer. I'll show it to you guys again in another video, right? But those are some of the things that as black men we can improve on ourselves. And the reason that I'm bringing this topic up in terms of the attire is because I was watching something called the Solar Vision Debate League, which is these black guys who get together and debate. And he was playing an old B-roll from the early, maybe late 80s to early mid-90s of some progressive black men, Huey Newton, Dr. Thomas Sowell, just, you know, black men who have studied on the effects of black men. And these black men are obviously well-educated, right? And they all did dress a certain way, right? Everybody was in suit and tie, because this suit and tie shit is actually very pricey, right? When you get to certain levels, like your boy Meek Mill said, it's levels to this shit, right? So even that, you know, the levels of image. For example, black men, one thing you can do when you want to floss. So here's a couple things. You can tell that this jacket is not custom because the buttons kiss and you can't move the buttonholes. If I show you my custom blazer, I can unbutton the jacket. The reason that that's important, that shows you have enough money to get a custom-made blazer. Because off the rack, I don't care if it is Gucci. Off the rack is not going to have that customization, right? Custom is going to have that customization. Another sign of wealth in the business world, because, hey, listen, I am from the hood. I'm going to be rich as fuck, but I'm hood as fuck, whatever, right? So, when you have sleeve hanging out of your jacket, that implies you have wealth. Back in the olden days, when people, oh shit, the lights don't went out. Back in the olden days, when people didn't have money like that, those that did have money were able to show off their wealth by having longer linens. Why is that a show of wealth? Because it shows that you're able to have enough money to have sleeves that stick out and remain white, which means that you can afford to pay someone to wash your clothes. Or you, if we were talking about back in the days, you probably own slaves who can wash your clothes. Right? It is what it is. I'm not talking about slavery like it was a good thing, like it was a bad thing. I'm talking about it as if it existed, because it did. Period. Right? But anyway, so, you know, again, if we're looking at image, right? This is the image you want to see when you hear your financial advisor, blah, blah, blah. But don't always concern yourself with the package, because a lot of those guys that were there from the Merrill Lynch event, I ran circles around. And they have to be at the bank from 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, blah, blah, blah. I don't have to worry about that. I work whenever I work. So it's a benefit for both of us because you as the client get more accessibility to me. See, your guy at Chase Private Client, he's available from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. That's it, right? If at 7:30 in the afternoon, there's something you need to speak with your financial advisor about, you're not going to get in touch with that guy at Chase. You can leave him a voicemail, but that's about it. But anyway, I'm rambling now. I want to get back to the image with my brothers. Like I said, I'm not going to, keep dressing like this for my videos purposes. I do like dressing like this, though. It does kind of make you feel kind of a certain type of way. So maybe I will keep up with this attire. This is something that the clothes fit and feel a certain way on your body is what it is. But that's something that, again, because of the levels of work that a lot of black men get into, we don't end up wearing this type of attire. And no, I don't mean like, if you're a longshoreman, that's a great fucking job, right? So, no, or, fucking construction, that's a great job. A policeman, that's a great job. You're usually not, maybe outside of the policeman, because you go to the policeman's ball, but you're not usually going to be in a suit and tie. And the person who's bidding for those contracts is usually someone like myself, who is a salesperson, who's going to be running around in a suit and tie. But overall, outside of like good jobs, a lot of brothers, we cut hair, we mix music, we have a clothing line, which is our label iron pressed onto a Hanes t-shirt. So there's not too many endeavors that would have us dressed like this in terms of the fields of work in with which we go into. Maybe that needs to change. There, obviously, real estate, insurance, accounting are great things to go into. But even if you look back in the days, people who used to own barbershops used to wear black slacks, black shoes, white shirt, black tie, and a smock. And they were uniform. And that was the barber uniform. And the reason that, it brought in the proper type of crowd, which was, it served the entire audience, right? A lot of brothers are working in, again, now, barbers where you just wear your jeans and whatever. Maybe you're a cashier. I work at a warehouse, Amazon warehouse, and, I'm slinging a bunch of hours, But even to just get office work or clerical work, we don't tend to do a lot of clerical work. So as a whole, there's a lot of black men who have issues with things like filling out paperwork. Ask me how I know. I happen to fill out paperwork for a living, right? And so those are things that we'll do, like lean on our women to do. I know a bunch of brothers who lean on their women to fill out all their paperwork. From their mama to their baby's mama. Word. But I'm gonna try and I'm gonna bring this video back around because I've been going for a while, right? But I think I'm gonna try and bring my content back to some of my original content when I first started around the pandemic. I was in a suit and tie, obviously. I was doing a little something different. My channel got stuck into an algorithm that, I don't mind, which is black men. But if we're going to be doing this black men stuff, y'all fellas got to help me out and give me some support, because I'm tired of going on every day and seeing dudes talk about the same circular shit, beefing back and forth with each other, when I've got information here for black men that we could be discussing, like Huey Newton and Bobby Seale together. Instead of Taz worried about what y'all bitch ass niggas doing with some pedo nigga named Fatty. And this is the biggest thing online. Yet we want revolution, generational wealth. Anyway, most of my consumership probably don't know who that person is. If you do, you do. If you don't, it doesn't matter. That's not what this is about. I'm gonna bring my content probably back to again, you know, what you saw when you first came here. A lot about insurance, some tips and tricks about that, but also just my journey, right? You can journey with me. That's the beauty of being a human. Being alive is to be a contradiction. Because you're always going to contradict something you did in the past or something you stated and stood on in the past. At any rate, that's going to be it for today, folks. Make sure you hit that like, drop a comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're made aware every time I release new content. And as always, share, share, share. Lastly, to contribute to channel growth or to schedule an appointment with a licensed financial professional, the links are in the description of this video. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, wipe ass. Work in progress every day and see success. Wipe ass. Work in progress every day and see success. Wipe ass. Work in progress every day and see success. And remember, folks, when people challenge you, they don't challenge you to challenge you. But they challenge you to challenge you. Accept the challenge. Salute.